Hi Stampers, this is Dawn, and today we're going to make our final card for our suite of card class projects using the Sweet Candy Canes bundle. This is a fun fold card that uses a belly band. So remember, when you're putting this belly band on, you don't want it too tight because you want to be able to slide it off. So then you open up the card, and then inside you have a little flap to lift up. Isn't that cute? So we're going to make this card today, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so these are all the pieces that you're going to get in your class packet for your make and takes. Let's start with the base. This is your real red, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of real red, 2 of those. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of garden green. These are both cut at 4 by 5 1/4. We're going to die cut those. And then a piece of basic white, which is cut at 4 by 10 1/2, and then you're going to score it at 5 1/4. That's going to make your little inside flap. And then some die cutting the circle. It also has a stitched edge to the circle. Very cute. So I think this is a 2, let me see, 2, no, this looks like it's about a 3 inch. Okay. And then a piece of scrap for stamping. And remember, in your kit, there's no stamping allowed, and this is Stampin' Up's policy. So if you want to make these cards and you want to use exactly what I'm using, all the supplies and the measurements are on the PDF over on my website, so you have to check that out. And then I'm also using a piece of the Sweetest Christmas designer paper. This is the double-sided. This is for the belly band. This is cut at 1 1/2 by 10, and I went ahead and scored it for you. So you're going to score it at 3 7 3/8. That should fit around your card really nice, but not too tight. Okay. And then you're going to have a candy cane, which you can hand cut or use the candy cane dies to die cut if you have that. And then also in your kit, you're going to have 2 little leaves, one in old olive and one in shaded spruce. And then also you're going to get one of these little elements. These are the textured elements. Aren't they cute? They look like this. They come in a packet. It looks like this. And I think you get 20 of them. Yeah, you get 20 in a pack. Awesome. And then also in your pack, you're going to have these elegant faceted gems, but you're only going to have 3 of the white. So that's going to be in your packet. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm going to do for the stamping, and I'm going to show you what I did for the die cutting. So let's go ahead and grab our other pieces here. All right. So for the garden green, you're going to need 2 pieces to create this amazing background on this card. So you're going to use 2 pieces of the cardstock. And when I put this together, I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. So you're going to cut your 2 pieces of garden green, and we're using the candy cane dies. Let me show you those. So you will need this die to die cut because I won't be doing any of the die cutting. I don't do any detailed die cutting because it's a little time consuming to do like 30 kits or whatever. So you'll need this die to get this cute fancy background. And this die should fit on this piece of cardstock perfectly with just a little tiny border. So what you're going to do is you're going to line this up, and you're going to do both pieces the exact same way, and then run that through your die cut machine. Okay, so then once you die cut them both, this is what you're going to have. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and die cut both of those. So these are the 2 real red pieces. These are cut at 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I'm going to score these point to point on the track, right in half at a diagonal. You're going to do the exact same thing on the other one. Okay. Okay, so now this is the candy cane that you'll get in your kit. Now I want to let you know that there's multiple colors of the candy cane. So I went ahead and die cut mine. So you might get a red one, you might get a green one, and then there's another multicolored one with the candy canes. And then this is the one that I used on the other make and take. So, but you'll get the candy cane, and then you're just going to die cut it out with your candy cane dies. And it fits perfectly on that. Or you can hand cut it with your scissors. So it's very easy to hand cut too. Next, let's go ahead and put our pieces onto the front of the 4 by 10 1/2 inch piece of basic white. Now the trick to the die cut is you're going to lay one down on the front, and this will mat right over top of the 4-inch piece of cardstock. So I'm going to use the liquid glue because it's very forgiving, but I will say that the liquid glue does work the best. So if you're thinking you want to use your adhesive sheets, that would probably be a little tricky, only because if you've ever used the adhesive sheets, they kind of grab really good, like the tear and tape. So with the liquid glue, it's a little forgiving. So I would highly recommend using your liquid glue to put your die cutout background onto your background piece, or pieces, I should say. Okay, so I just put liquid glue on the back, and then you're going to take your basic white piece, and see, with the liquid glue you have wiggle room, so you can put that right on top of the card base. Okay, and then I would put a stamp block or even like an ink pad on here and let that set to dry, let it set up. But for the sake of the video, we don't really have time to wait. So I'm going to go ahead and do the second piece. So now this is the way the piece went on to the front. So what we're going to do is it's going to flip it over, and then it's going to give that really cool textured background. Isn't that awesome? So remember, you're just going to glue it on the back side. So this is the front. So flip it over, and we're going to put adhesive on actually the front side to get that illusion of that crisscross pattern. And once again, I'm using the liquid glue. Doesn't take a lot. You probably don't want to use a lot because you don't want it to ooze out all over the place. So just a light squeeze of your glue. You're going to flip it over, and then you're going to add this to the front right over top of that first garden green piece. And once again, the liquid glue is very forgiving. So then just press that down and then put something heavy on it so it will be set up while we do other stuff, while we're stamping or something, all right? So let me go ahead and set the ink pad on that. And we're going to take our liquid glue. Now this is going to go on the inside or the front of the card. Now even though this is 3 3/4, you're not really going to be able to tell, especially if you use the same color cardstock as your angles as the base, okay? I'm going to go ahead and line this up. Now you're going to line the folded edge. Get that glue off there. Line the folded edge up to that edge of the 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece. And then fold that over like that. Okay, so the idea is this piece right here is going to cover this up on the inside. So we're going to do the other side the exact same way. Take this folded edge and put it right on the edge of the base of the real red, just like that. Okay, then we're going to take our base here of the basic white that we added the garden green to. Oh, you know what? We want to stamp this first. So let me go ahead and grab my garden green classic ink, and we're going to stamp the inside of the card. And I'm using the greeting from the Sweet Candy Canes, wishing you lots of love, joy, and happiness this Christmas season and always. We're going to go ahead and stamp this on the inside of our basic white piece. Okay. And then while we have the ink out, we're going to go ahead and stamp our banner. And I'm also going to use the garden green classic ink. Now this is the part that you're going to have to do to make your card. So you're going to need the stamp set. So you're going to stamp the banner in the garden green, and I gave you enough basic white cardstock to stamp your banner. Okay, and then we're going to use 'Tis the Season, and we're going to use that with the Real Red Classic ink. And these are from the Christmas banner stamp set right here. Using this banner right here in the center, and then 'Tis the Season. And then this is also the die, Christmas banners. This is in a bundle, and you can save 10%, just like the Sweet Candy Canes bundle. So we're going to go ahead and stamp the 'Tis the Season. Now, a tip here with this greeting, if you use a large enough block, you can center it so much easier in the banner. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp my "'Tis the Season" right there. And then the die that I used is this one from the Christmas banners. This one fits perfectly. So then you would die cut that with your die cut machine. And then I also use these two dies. Let me find them here. Okay, so I use this one, and I die cut these ones out for you already. So this one with the shaded spruce, and then this one with the old olive, and that will be in your kit. So you'd go ahead and cut that out with your die cut machine, and I've already done that. So mine's right here. So I die cut that out. Now we can glue our base of our basic white to the real red, and then this is going to get covered up on the inside. So you can use any adhesive you want. You can use the Stampin' Seal. I'm going to use liquid glue again, and then this should fit right in the center of your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 base, just like that. Okay, so then you're crossing over just like that, and then you're going to take your belly band. This is where we scored it already for you, so you're just going to wrap this around to the front. I'm just going to go ahead and use liquid glue. Seal that down. Remember, you don't want it too tight because you want to be able to slide that off of your card. Okay, and then we're going to put our basic white circle. We're going to pop that up with dimensionals. And I'm also going to secure this belly band so it stays wrapped around the front. Just put 3 of them on the belly band, and then put your circle right in the center. Okay, then we're going to take our candy cane, and I went ahead and die cut mine out. We're going to put dimensionals on the back side of that. We're going to pop this up in the center of the circle. Right about there. And then we're going to take our little textured elements. Now we're going to use the Stampin' Blends to color the little berries. And I'm using the cherry cobbler. You can use the light or the dark. I'm going to use the light. And you're just going to color the berries on your little element. Okay, we're going to attach this with a glue dot. So let me put my glue dot on my little element here. All right, but before we add that, we're going to go ahead and take our leaves. Remember, we die cut those out for you already. I have my shaded spruce, and there might be still some pieces in the center. Let me grab take your pick tool and pop those out. Yep, okay, so that's ready. And then your old olive little leaf. We're going to use our liquid glue for this. So I'm just going to take my shaded spruce, put some liquid glue on the bottom section. I'm going to put this right over to the side of my candy cane with my leaf, my old olive leaf. Same thing, I'm going to put some glue on that. Okay, and then the banner is going to cover up all of that on the front. So we're going to use dimensionals for that. And then also, before you put it on, you might want to curl it a little bit if you want that look of it's like a banner, like, you know, flowing. So go ahead and curl one way and then curl the opposite way on the little tails there, so you get that little look of a banner. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. And then I'm just going to put the dimensionals on the ends where we curled it up, like upward. Peel off the backings. And then you're going to put your "'Tis the Season" right over the top of the bases of your leaves in the center of the candy cane. And then take your little textured element and tuck that inside with the glue dot. Press that down just like that. Isn't it cute? And then to finish it off, you're going to use your your elegant faceted gems. And like I said, we're using the white. So you have white, clear, and like a champagne color. So we're going to use the white. If you have the whole pack, you can of course use the clear if you want. But there's a couple different sizes of each. So I'm just going to add 3 of them along the side of the candy cane. Right about here. Isn't that cute? So then you slide off the belly band. Now, if it might be a little snug, but you have to run it across the cardstock to like loosen it up a little bit. But it should slide off really good. And then open up your card. And then you have the inside with the greeting. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so let me show you the other one really quick. Okay, so here's the other one. So cute. Oh, I was wanting to use the green candy cane. All right, so look here. You can see the green candy cane under there. Yeah, let me just put that on there so you can see it. Sorry. Maybe, actually, let me show you the other colors too. So whatever color candy cane you get, you know it's going to look super cute. So there's the green one. Let me just go ahead and show you these other ones here. Because there are a lot of candy canes in the designer paper pack, but I'm not going to be locked into one color. So there's the one with the Sweet Sorbet, Blushing Bride, and the Real Red. And then this one's got a combination of the Sweet Sorbet, Garden Green, and the Pool Party. So you can see that that looks pretty too. Aren't they cute? So no matter what color candy cane you get, it's going to be really adorable in your kit. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you like today's video, give me a thumbs up. Okay, so then don't forget to click the printable download. The link is down below in the description box if you want the 3-page printout for all the projects. Okay, so thanks for stopping by. We'll see you later. Bye.